Hello, it's Dan here, and just wanted to make this quick walkthrough for how you would set up a pixel, mostly in 2025. Now, there have likely been a few videos explaining how to set it up. I'll answer questions as best I can with this, but the few things you'll have to consider are, you may have a different platform. We, for example, set up funnels and websites using what's called Go High Level, our own white label platform. So we set those up for clients if need be, and you may use a different platform for your website. You may be using WordPress, for example. You may be using another CRM. Just know that the process will be similar. You'll just need to know where to get the code and where to apply it. So here is what you do. If you go to you'll need to open where you manage your website. So in this case, sites, websites, Sandford Digital. That's in our case. In yours, you will want to find the settings of your website, and specifically where it says head tracking code and body tracking code. This is what you'll be looking for to set up your page. Now, this is for overall settings, and I will explain how to set up different pixels on different pages in a moment, which will be very useful, especially when you want to track people who have specifically booked an appointment, or people who have made a purchase of a low ticket offer. The thing to keep in mind is those types of pixels are designed if you're doing massive amounts of volume. So I'll cover the main one first, so you can capture people who go to your website overall and retarget them, and then we'll go through the details on how to set up a pixel for those different types of strategies. Now let's go to the ads manager. We'll open up our ads manager. Here we've got our ads running for 𝘪𝘀's ecosystem, and we will want to go to the place on the left hand side that says Events Manager. You may see it here in the list, or you may need to go to All Tools and find it, like, oh, it won't take too long, but Events Manager, here you are. So open any of the buttons that say Events Manager. Make sure you have your appropriate ad account selected in the top right, and you will either have this page, you'll either have this page where it shows that you have a pixel created, it will have its ID and a link to open it here, or you will have a page to create your very first pixel, which you will have a step-by-step setup for to go through that. Ideally, you'll want to watch this video with a pixel already created. This is more the setup side of things. So let's open the pixel. It'll bring us to this data sources page, and what we want to do, we want to manage integrations. So we will go here to where, so click on Manage Integrations here, click on Manage. We want to click Install Pixel on New Website. Now, this is more, you'll need to check which of these apply to your website. We generally use the manually add pixel code. That's how our website does it. Some people can use the partner integration, so they can check for a partner, install an app, and that makes it, well, relatively easier depending on how things are going. But we'll do install code manually. It'll bring you to this page with a step-by-step setup. So you'll want to copy the code, and you see here, paste the pixel code into the bottom of the header section, just above the head tag. Install the base code on every page of your website. In our case, what we need to do, we'll go to the head tracking code and paste this in like so. So this is what the page looks like. Anyone now visiting our website will be tracked with the page view event, as it were. And now all we need to do is click Save. We'll let that save and go through. Once it does, now all of the pages are tracked by the pixel, and let us continue so we can see how to test it. So we click Continue. For now, we can leave this as so. For automatic advanced matching, you will want to see which of these settings are okay for your business, which of these you're allowed to really collect. But we'll click Continue. We'll click Open the Event Setup tool. Enter the website, so Let's see if the 𝘍𝘢𝘭𝘵 will work well today. Let it load in for a second. Pause the video. Is the event manager responding? Let us see. Aha. What I'm going to do is, nope, that is not my website. That is Instagram. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure ad blocker's off and then test again. And then we're going to open the website again and we are going to see it works perfectly. So do make sure you have your ad blocker off while you do so. So let us see here. We're going to click track a new button and we can click on the different buttons in this page so we can track how people engage with the page differently. If we want to, if you have, for example, a lot of people clicking through your website, thousands and thousands of people, you can, for example, where it says book my call, you can track that and select an event such as which one would apply here? Not a lead or add to checkout or complete registration. It's more of a view content really. So don't include value and confirm. And what that's now doing is it's tracking the button as it goes. And we can click track a new button. So any of the buttons we can show as view content, don't include value, and then confirm. And we can do so for each of the buttons that have not been tracked on the page. Now, the more we go into this, the very first step is all you need truly to retarget people in general. Everyone who's now going to your website is being tracked. But what we're keeping an eye on is we're doing these details to make sure when people go through, it's keeping track of, let us see, if we click here like so, lead, purchase, add payment info, complete registrations. This is a contact button. This is also a contact button. As you can see, it takes us to the calendar page. So I'm going to home testimonials about this booked my call. We're going to edit this so it changes to the contact. Let me see where this button goes. This button goes to Messenger. So this is also a contact button. And what you can do is you can go through the different areas of your site. You can go, for example, to testimonials and keep going through the details here. Let's have a look, see as it loads in. Or if you may need to set it up separately per page, let us see. Grab the testimonials link. If we head back, let us see the buttons. Well, now we'll click finish setup for this main page. These are the main details we want to keep track of. Finish setup. Click finish here. Yes, it was helpful. Submit. And then done. And then what we'll want to do is we want to verify these events. So we'll click test events in Events Manager. Let's see. Diagnostics, history, overview, settings, websites, website URL, open website. We're just going to click around a bit, so we'll click on the home page, which sends people back here. We'll click on the contact page, which opens the widget. We'll click on the Would you like to know more, which opens the contact page for Messenger, direct to Tina. And as we can see, page view, and the contact button have all been processed. Hooray! So this is the pixel being set up for the main website, and I'm going to end this video here and cover in more detail what you would do to specifically track the booked appointments you're getting.